in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's been a while. Been almost almost 2 weeks, I feel like. I didn't do it last week. I was traveling last week, but welcome on in. Welcome on in. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? I see some comments in there already. Luigi, as always. Julio, what's up? Top of the morning. How are you guys? Good to get back on the pre-market streams. I literally forgot. I said I might do it last week. Clearly, I didn't. Just a different setup, different routine, different everything. We'll talk about all that stuff. But for anyone that's new, tune in for the first time. Appreciate you tuning in. Where you tuned in from? But later on this morning and for the rest of the week, every day at 9:30, I'll be live again on ASFX TV. This is just like a little pre-market warm up, and then we'll jump over to ASFX TV in about an hour, a little less than an hour, 50 minutes or so. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there as well, and we'll take some trades together. So if you go to ASFX TV here, we could blow up the screen. But I mean, let's see. Where's yesterday's? There's yesterday's nice, beautiful long trade. Trailed it perfectly. But yeah, so if you actually use code Evan, you'll get 50% off. This is something new that we're doing. If you use my name, you'll get 50% off your first month. So if you're watching this, you can start a free trial. So I guess the code is irrelevant, but you can start a free trial and get 50% off your first month. So you'll get the 2 courses as well as the live stream. So hopefully I'll see you guys there in about an hour. That's today's here, Tuesday, obviously. If you click on that, we got about 47 minutes, 9:25, right at the open. I was just finishing up yesterday's report card of my trades. That's one thing I didn't do well last week. I really slacked on that. I mean, you could see Friday. What did I do on Friday? 2 markups. 2 markups, and my previous DRC was on Tuesday. So some missing information there on Tuesday. Put some markups in there. It's easy to do a markup when you make $1,600. Like, yeah, let me do that DRC. Let's flex some shit. Let's put some markups in there. But on the choppier days or the slower days, I was like, I'm not doing a report card. I'm going to the beach. For anyone that doesn't know, I was in Florida last week, so it's very easy to not want to do anything, and that's the problem with being over there. But gotta get back on that this week. So DRCs, these live streams, the daily uploads on YouTube. I missed a few days again because I'm not here at my HQ, so I don't have the ease of making the videos. So just everything is off. And I don't want to call it a vacation. It wasn't a vacation. Otherwise, it would be fine, I guess, to not keep up on the things. But I was trading. So that's not vacation, I guess you'd say. Because I streamed every day. I did everything normal. So definitely got to get back on the DRCs. Because for anyone that doesn't know, take a look at the calendar real quick here. Don't let this fool you. I'd love if this was true. But on this day, there's a missing day of minus $3,000. So I can't show you though because the data is gone. The account is lost, so I can't. As far as I know, I can't go import the data. Right, I can't go access that account to download the trades. Like it's gone. So maybe I could have imported it before I lost it, but I didn't because I wasn't home. But whatever. Regardless, still a fine month. But yeah, don't let this fool you. I'm not trying to hide anything. There's a big losing day on the 20th. I made a YouTube video about that here yesterday. My $3,000 mistake. So there you go. There's the $3,000 that should be there on the 20th, but then everything else is correct. So you can see there's no report card even on the day I made $500. No report card on the day I lost a bunch of money, and then Friday I did 2 markups. So very lazy week because I will say I was also in Florida in February. One of these days, one of these weeks, I honestly forget. I think it was early on in the month. I think it was this week. Could be wrong though. But regardless, I did report cards every day. I took trades every day. So definitely different, right? It's not like, oh, he was in Florida. What a good, that's a fine excuse. I've done it before. This time was just, I guess, different. I was a lot more lazy this time of doing the reflection, doing the report cards. Even the trades I took were stupid because I'm out of my routine. I'm waking up like 20 minutes before the open. So very, very different. But yeah, so I had to grab some new Tradeify accounts as always. So if you need to do the same, you could always use my name and get the best deal that they're offering. I think right now, to the end of March, it's still 30% off all the accounts if you use code Evan, and then 35% off the 50K straight to Sim Fundeds. For whatever reason, they made that one 35%. But that's still running. So thankfully, that sale was running with my code, so I'm able to grab some more accounts. Not the end of the world. We'll bounce back. But how's everyone else doing yesterday? We had a nice day yesterday. We'll talk about that more on stream, and we'll take some more trades this week, looking to bounce back strong. But Oh, there was one thing I gotta go find on Twitter. Let's see. Let me go to Twitter. Obviously, everybody knows PW. Let's go to his tweet here. One of these recent ones. Dun, dun, dun. That one right there. I think he had a red day yesterday too, right? It was this one. Wednesday. Who wants to come to the BDH for a head-to-head trading battle? Must be in person. Need 2 traders. So I guess you're not trading against him. You're trading against another trader that goes there. You both get 250K evals to trade live all day. Winner gets 5,000 cash and bragging rights. This Wednesday, right? I mean, I assume so. That's a short turnaround. But you want to know the kick of it? Wednesday, who wants to come to the BDH? And then this previous tweet even said it more. Let's go to this tweet up here where he replied to Rake Trades. Pompano Beach, 20 minutes north of Fort Lauderdale Airport. Anyone want to guess where I was last week? Pompano Beach, 20 minutes north of Fort Lauderdale Airport. I was there 3 days ago. Damn. If he said that offer last week, I would have been there. Or I would have been there to say, hey, I'll come. Because I was literally there. I was traveling there. So that's crazy that he says that 2 days after I leave. I thought that was just funny. Like, of course. Yeah. I know where that is. Because even this picture here, this is him at the gym. I go to the same gym as him when I'm in Fort Lauderdale in Florida. I'm not going to reveal the exact location. But I go to the same gym as him. I don't know where he lives. That's fine. I don't need to know. But it's definitely the same area that I was like, fuck, I was just there. Could have maybe came. Of course, you got to be accepted or whatever, but would have been easy. Oh, well. We'll get there someday. I feel like I haven't seen that guy dipping his face in ice in quite a while. Did we move on? Or do I just keep scrolling and I'll find it? That was all on my Twitter feed over the weekend. That was it. Maybe he's gone. Hey-o. Saw this guy too. Fifth, I have backtested your strategy for the past 5 years. Good lord. Good for you. Power to you. And it has a 52% win rate on ES. What do you have to say for yourself? I don't backtest. That's retarded. Backtesting is not necessary because it's very heavily discretion mixed with the technicals. So you can backtest, forward test all you want. That's not important. Everyone else that's trading that strategy is winning more than 52% of the time and taking payouts. So it could be 52 in the back test. That's fine. That ain't what mine says. So that's what I have to say for myself. I have to say 65. That's what I have to say. And that's what I have to say. And also that's not correct because there's that losing day in there. But everything else stands true. I don't know. Josh, what's up? Also had a red day yesterday. Yeah, I didn't have a red day yesterday. That the red day in the title here, I guess you're referring to, was the 20th. But Austin had a red day, or he blew his account. When I was $500 from getting moved live, damn, that's tough. How do you know that was the case? They messaged you. Now I got to make a $400 loss back as well as make 1K. I mean, 1K is easy. If you were close to being moved to live, you should not be fearful that you can't make $1,000. Otherwise, respectfully, you probably don't deserve to be live. Right? That makes sense. It's 500 away from getting moved to live. Yeah, well, then you're clearly a good trader, so you should have no problem making back that loss. You're fine. You're good. But congrats on that as well. I don't know what firm that's with, but cool. Refresh it. Let's see. What are you talking about, Fifth? Refresh what? I can refresh this page all I want. Oh my god, it drastically just jumped to 30% win rate. Are you all right? What do you want me to refresh? I'm confused. How about we go to Trustpilot and let's see all these people with a 52% win rate. That'll really tell the story. 2 days ago. Been trying to learn for 2 years. I got a small success, but nothing consistent. Then I joined Ace Effect TV in the Blackstroke Club. Can't recommend it enough. My trading forever is transformed. That's crazy. Doesn't sound like he's got a 52% win rate. I've been a member of Ace Effect TV for several months now. Great. I mean, what? I didn't even read this review. This review is huge. God damn. You get access to Futures 101 and 2.0, which are excellent, especially with Evan's recent update. Oh my God. Fuck. Who said that? German? Nick Jocelyn. Holy shit. That's a passage right there. That ain't a review. That's a novel. But I appreciate it. Connor. I don't need to read these all. But what was the other thing? Oh yeah, Austin lost his account. No shame, no shame. It's gonna happen. Rashid, good morning. Good morning. I get that. It's with Traders launch. Interesting. Okay. Gotta hustle again, but today, yeah, you gotta hustle. You don't have to hustle today. Make that small loss back whenever. I made a video about that as well. I think I mean that was what I did good last month of like $400 loss. I think you said you lost. You were 500 away. Now you got to make a $400 loss back. Well, there you go. That's what I did. And then you make some of it back. You lose a little bit more. You make some of it back. All of it back. Holy shit, you're up 500. Just keep going. Just keep going. Zoom out. I think it's like the funniest thing. If you go to maybe October. Go to like October, this fucking shit week, clearly. I mean, I made some good money, but I also lost some good money on those 2 days as well. It's like, I forgot that happened on October 9th. But on October 9th, oh, baby, did it feel like the world was falling in on me. You know, it's like, holy shit, I'm never going to financially recover from this. $2,000, holy shit. And then, now we're in March. Yeah, I clearly made it back. So, whatever the loss is, obviously don't want to be too big. But it's all insignificant on the day-to-day. Just keep playing the long game. I assume anyone that's here isn't looking to just trade for the next week or two. They want to trade forever or trade for a while. So if I'm going to want to do this for, let's say, 10 years, then how the hell could one day be important? Just can't be. Or 2 days, or a month, a quarter. You just got to scale it back out. Because honestly, that's like any of these red days, you forget they even happened. What did I do in September? I lost, holy shit. I lost 3K and 2K in September. I don't remember that. You just keep on going. As cliche as that as cliche as it is, just keep trading. Just keep going. Just keep showing up, and then just keep going. And then this calendar slowly but surely gets full. It is what it is. Mentally needed to make a specific amount in the day. Yeah, that'll do it. Targets are tough. A specific target to reach. Normally those aren't there. It's like just trade what you see, trade what you can get. We talked about this last week, I think, or I guess 2 weeks ago, the last time on stream, we were saying, maybe it was on the Ace Effects TV stream. So for anyone that tuned in late, I'll be live in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes on Ace Effects TV. So if you want to join there, you can start a free trial as well. Or just use my name, like down below, and you'll get 50% off. That's just over here at ASFX TV. Yeah, 35 minutes. Where we'll take some trades to the open. But with this Tradeify, let me check again. Advanced growth. Growth, advanced. I would guess growth is better, huh? Does that seem right? Just growth has, I guess for starting it, growth has no activation fee. So let's just pretend we got a 50K account. It's $139 before my discount. And then a $0 activation fee. All you got to do is make $3,000. And you could do it in 1 day. So I'm sure some people sling that shit and do it in 1 day. But let's just say it takes you 2 days, or not even 2 days, but you fail it. The reset's only 85. So you're only in for 220, again, before the discount. So it's $220 to potentially get an account off of just 2 tries. And then I could be wrong. I don't think it shows it here, but the consistency rule is also different too, right? I think the consistency rule on either the advance or the growth is like 30% or 35%. So you actually can have a little bit bigger of a day to get that payout. But for anyone that's scared or don't be into a straight to sim, 'cause I mean, what is it? For a 50K account, it's 500. But what is that? Let's do some quick math because I'm a little slow. It's $180 off. Damn. So if you use my code, you get it for $329. You get a less than a 25K. So for $330, you can get a 50K account straight to sim or growth. I guess if it took you like 3 resets, right? Because you're spending 140, but then you're paying $85 like 3 times to get that account. So if you think it'll take you like 5 or 6 times, this is an honest conversation. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Buy it or don't. I don't care. If you think you can't pass it in like 5 goes, then that's when the straight to sim comes into play. Of like, okay, yeah, because if you're gonna keep failing these growth or advanced accounts and paying 85, those will add up to probably more than $330. So to save yourself the money, but more importantly, the time, because how long did it take you to reset that thing 5 times? 10 days, maybe 5 days. All right, well then you could spend the same amount of money and instantly get the account. That's all. But I can see why some people who are confident in their abilities just say, I'm gonna still do a challenge, but I can quickly pass it in 1 day, and then it'll still save me some money and not that much time. But if you're gonna take a while, whether it is like even if you use a whole month, which I guess is normal. I guess some people do spend a whole month trying to pass it. If you're gonna spend a whole month just to then fail, have to reset it, maybe you do only pay like $250 to get that account, but it took you like a month and a half. I'd rather spend that extra 100 and spend like $350, but then get it today and not have to waste a month and a half, a month of my time, right? So that also comes into play. And that's why I also think the straight to sims are great because even if it is a little bit more expensive, right? Even if it's not like, oh, what a deal! I saved money. Even if I have to pay more, I could save time, which is sometimes the most important thing, right? Like imagine I lost that account on Thursday. Are we in March? We're in March. I lost the account on Thursday the 20th. What if it took me like 3 weeks to get it back because I had to like slowly pass a challenge? What kind of numbers can I put up in those 3 weeks if I just instantly bought back my funded account? Then all that money I make is actually mine again. So I'd rather do that, right? Because I mean, figure it. If you go back to here, I have to make $3,000 on these growth ones. So I get the $3,000, but that was all just to pass a test of like, all right, now I got a funded account again. Or if I could just make that same $3,000 today, like over the next couple weeks, that's actually mine. I could take a payout from it in those same 3 weeks. So it's really a no-brainer, I think, in that regard, right? Because rather than make that money but it not count for something, let me make that money and it be eligible for a payout again. Anyone disagree? Does anyone see it differently? I think it makes sense. And even the 150Ks, sheesh, $6,000 a drawdown. I don't think anyone should need that much, but maybe. Lost my accounts over Christmas because of the inactivity. Damn. Well, sometimes if you message them, Josh, they could give it back to you or just reset it if you really hadn't like touched it. Unless you like built it up to like the $1,000 random number, and then you just never touched it again. You had traded it and then you stopped, so maybe that's your fault. But I had one guy in the Black Shirt Club who like bought the accounts on, I guess, Black Friday just to get the deal, and then just like wasn't ready to trade him yet. So they just sat there, but he never touched him. He lost the account because of the inactivity, and then they gave him it back. Of like, oh, here you go. So I guess you normally just have to message them if you're gonna be, if you know you're gonna be inactive on it, just message them. They're normally pretty good at just giving it right back if it's untouched. If it's like $2,400.68 that you're up, I don't really know how they can give you a new account with that exact balance. You know what I mean? I don't even know that. I don't know if that's possible. I also backtest a lot, and every strategy was 50% win rate, and I don't. So one thing I'd say, Fifth, is just stop backtesting and just start trading. Start doing your own markups, start doing your own trades, taking in your own data. Stop backtesting everything else, what everyone else is doing and what happened 3 years ago. Just trade today, trade tomorrow, trade for the month. Trade the strat. The strategy's already there, made, people making money from it. Go figure out a way to also make money from it. Easier said than done, I guess, but that's why we teach it, to help it make it easier. But too many people get wrapped up in back testing, refining, trying to get a little bit better, like 1% better, like make it perfect. And they're just stuck in a hamster wheel, right? Just trade it. What are you doing well? What are you not doing super well? What's holding you back? What trades are losing? What trades are winning? Keep focusing on the winning ones. Look for ways to cut out those losing ones. Don't have big red days. That's how you're going to get payouts. It's not because you trade a 70% win rate strategy. Because I could force feed anybody a 75% win rate strategy. Doesn't mean they're going to win 75% of the time. That means the strategy does if you took every single trade ever. It's not going to happen. So, of the ones I choose to take because I'm at the desk or I'm ready to trade or whatever, how many of those win? That's up to me. Right? So I think obviously win rate's important. You don't want to be trading a 30% and trying to make it win 80% of the time. But it's a winning strategy. That's all. So now let's try to make it a little bit more winning by cutting out some losers that I'm not seeing as favorable. Just shit like that. I just don't want you to get stuck in the loop of back testing forever and looking for the golden ticket and then never finding it. Varun, what's up? Yeah, I mean, if he messaged them about an account over Christmas now, I don't know if that'll work. That is a long time ago. Should have probably messaged them as soon as you lost it. But also another thing, I honestly didn't even know. Maybe I was out of the loop. But Austin had a big red day yesterday, or he lost his account, which is oof. $5 on Sunday. What are we doing, dog? And it was one trade, so he really did lose $5 on it. What the hell? This man likes trading weekends. But yeah, for anyone that didn't see this video, he posted it last night. I'm just torching a 50K account. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Oh yeah, this is a big W. I forgot to retweet this. I was gonna retweet it last night, and I was like, it's too late. I'll do it in the morning. This was Stan. So just taking a moment to give myself some prop. I've been grinding for trading for a while now. I know this might not seem like much, but to me, this is a big moment. Shout out Austin, Evan, and James for all the knowledge. Many more to come. Beautiful payout. Beautiful. I don't know if that's the first one. He made it sound like maybe it is, of like, not much, but it's a big moment. So maybe that's the first payout ever. That's a huge W. If it's not the first, still a huge W. Even bigger W. But yeah, that's awesome. Huge W. And then I'm not going to go stalk his whole page. How many tweets does he have? 118? All right, maybe we can stalk it. Maybe we can go find it. Because it wasn't that long ago. Let's see. February. Here we go. Found it. Quick. We don't need to stalk him that much. My dad, Stan Sr., started watching and studying the Futures 2.0 course in December. Today, he just passed his first combine. Thanks to Evan for providing us with all the necessary knowledge from the Futures 2.0 course. His dad? We got the father-son duo watching the course, taking payouts, passing combines. That's insane. And he had an 83% win rate passing that combine, 25-5. Stan Sr., calm down. That's sick. Imagine that. You and your father just trading together, watching Evan's YouTube videos. Couldn't have imagined that. Didn't see that one coming. But yeah, so it seems like they're both crushing it. That's awesome. What do we do after we make 1.5 million? Nice. Do some deadlifts. After making 1.5 million. Nice. And he does it on is JCap still strictly Forex? I think he is, right? But yeah, I'll show him some love. Not that he needs my fucking love. 1.2 million impressions, but he made 1.12. Wait, whoa, never mind. He has made 1.2 across 218 payouts. That's an old tweet. That's fucking last year, you moron. Let's find a different tweet. I'm not gonna go over his whole Twitter, but I'm pretty sure he just took out 1.5 alone. Pretty sure. Yeesh. Over 200K in the day. That takes balls. One day, chat. One day we'll all be there. One day. I mean, not that it's not impressive. Fucking course it is. But this is also just like it's only 2,300. Oh, it's only 4,000. But then like you multiply it to all the accounts, boom, there's 100K. The 4K is tough for sure, but like you multiply it towards many accounts, doesn't seem as daunting. But definitely fucking crazy for sure. But that's also gonna feel like this when you do the same. You know, you're gonna lose 50K as well. But pretty sure he made 1.5 million in like his most recent payouts. In the past, I don't think it was like one day, of course, but super impressive. Sahil, what's up, brother? Good morning. JCap is a scammer? No, I think JCap is legit. JCap's not a scammer. And is he in Florida too? I think he is. I think he is in Florida, where I just was too. I forgot about that. I think you're thinking of the other people that he was on podcasts with, or his friends. But I don't know. I don't think he is. Maybe I'm in the dark. Let him be. But I mean, I mentioned this earlier, but more people have joined. This is just tough. PW yesterday tweeted out who wants to come to the BDH on Wednesday. And then I knew where it was anyways, but then in this tweet, some guy was asking where it was. Pompano Beach, 20 minutes north of Fort Lauderdale Airport. I was there. I was there 3 days ago. In Pompano Beach, 20 minutes north of Fort Lauderdale Airport. So, couldn't have messaged that sooner? God dang it. But it's alright. Oh well. I think I'm going back to Florida. Maybe not next month. I think the next one I'll be in Florida is going to be for our event in Tampa, May 1st. So I'm excited about that one. May 1st and 2nd, we'll be going there on the 30th. Play some golf on the Saturday as well. I was thinking about that with the golf over the weekend. I was like, I forgot that we're playing golf over the Saturday after the event, Thursday, Friday, with a handful of the people that are going to the event as well. I was like, oh, fuck, I can't wait for that. Nothing like Florida golf and nothing like golfing with the boys. Because the last time I went golfing, this past couple of weeks, was by myself. Just the way it had to be, chat. Everyone's working 9 to 5s. I gotta go golf. No one's available. It is what it is. Let me check this. I think I already shared this today in my thread, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just because someone claims to make a lot of money doesn't make them a scammer. That should just make you think, how the hell did they do that? If they never show how they possibly do that, or how do they attain that, or how do they acquire that, or how do they do any of it, then you can start sniffing around and being like, well, how? Because then it's like, well, you just show me the money you make without maybe helping me make the same. And I have no idea. I don't know what everyone does. Take a quick peek at the charts today. That was yesterday's beautiful trade. I don't even know what I haven't even looked at the charts today. What's been happening overnight? Good, bad, ugly, great, nothing. Let's go to the 15-minute. Oh, Oh, little continuation. Nice week so far, huh? Compared to those just down moves we just been getting. Since the start of the week, up a little cool 95 points. Let's turn off this open range. That's a nice move. Nice pre-market move. Any news this morning at 8:30 while we were streaming? Tuesday. Nope. Today, new home sales, consumer confidence, Richmond Manufacturing Index. So there's some 10 a.m. news, but it's a nice move up overnight. Pretty choppy until 6 in the morning. Then it really moved. But real quick before we set up for stream on ACFX TV, like I said, if you're not a member there, you can sign up for a free trial and use my name to get 50% off. It's running down below there. But we'll be on there about 20 minutes. Me and Austin will take it over, and then Zach's going to come on at like 11 a.m. So we'll have plenty of hours of streams. But I do like to mark up the midnight price just as we approach it, just to kind of get a feel of like, okay, we're clearly probably going to open up above that pretty significantly. So do we expect a pullback? Do we not? I do like the bullish pop overnight. We took out of yesterday's high. Okay, that's nice and favorable for longs. To be bearish, I'd probably have to be below here. Hope that wasn't too quick. But it's really just quick analysis because it's more important of what happens at the open. Right? That's just ideas and opinions of that looks nice. I hope this happens. But if we keep popping higher at the open, I'll read and react. If we fall at the open slightly, I'll read and react around this overnight view up. If we just slice at the open, okay, well then holy shit, let's calm down. Let's assess what's happening and maybe we'll look for shorts. But I mean, I've set biases pre-market before. Not that it's irrelevant, but many times you switch it or it doesn't, you don't find a trade in that bias very quickly. So it's like, I have a general idea of what I'd like to see today. I'd like to find some more longs. How would I like to see those longs? It could be up here at the 40s, or it could see some bearish move and still long it at the 20s. We'll see. Ideally, probably the 20s because I want a better buy price. NQ the same. NQ's moving higher. We took out yesterday's high. It's a good chance that day continues bullish. So we'll have a good stream here today. Nice little Tuesday. Not too much news. There's some news at 10. But we got the continuous stream today, so there's plenty of opportunities. And then, yeah, put up a nice green day on the Tradeify account yesterday. So again, if you need an account there, we went over the growth versus the straight to sim earlier. But if you need a new account, always feel free to use code Evan so you don't have to pay full price. I think we were saying it's like $320 with the 35% off. So it's kind of nuts. But yeah, I kind of want to. We could just do this. We could just write on it. Minus 3K. There you go. So now I'm not hiding it. There it is. But sucks. The data's gone. Is March Madness not till Thursday, too? Let me check. I think so. The Sweet 16. I think Duke's going to win it all, unfortunately. As a Tar Heel, I don't like saying that. But they're good. They are good. Yeah, on the 27th. Yeah, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday. Damn, got a nice weekend of basketball, and I'm sure there's golf too, right? And what was one other thing? This was my afternoon trade yesterday. Of course, I'll probably go over that on stream, but even if you can barely see it, pretty textbook. Just a new high, respective New York VWAP, playing the bounce play, pop, trend continuation. Of course, there was the YouTube video posted yesterday about that $3,000 loss I'm talking about and alluding to, and my $2,000 payout. So definitely go check that out. We got a new YouTube video up today at 11, as always, every day at 11 a.m. Talking about bouncing back from that day. That'll go up today. And yeah, those yesterday's trades. But yeah, this was this weekend. I think it's a pretty obvious choice. This was the first view. I actually FaceTimed Austin from this view. I don't know what he could see. It was so goddamn bright. I couldn't even see my phone. I was just like, I'm assuming he could see, but maybe he's looking at myself. I don't know what this FaceTime is showing right now, but there was that view facing the downtown. So you guys can all stalk me in the future if you know where this is. And then this one was fucking 37 floors in the air. Didn't really like it. I felt like I was on a cruise ship moving around. I think the building was moving. It was way too high for my liking. Austin's gonna call me a bitch, but it was way too high. But this was also facing north, so like the view is not bad. I mean, on top of the world, you can see the ocean over here on the top right. But this building, if it was facing south, like it does face south, but if it was like a unit facing the south, that would have maybe the similar view to this, because the building would be like over here on the right facing this left side. So that's why this probably does. This clearly the first one's the better view, but this one could have a better view if it was on the other side. I just didn't get to see that apartment, so definitely fucking high up there. 37 floors for anyone. It's too high. It's too high because this one was 22. It's like, oh yeah, that's perfect. 22 was fine. Anything above 30, I was getting vertigo, and I'd probably never use the balcony. This wasn't even in the balcony. This was from a window. The balcony on 37 was too narrow. Fuck all that. No thanks. It was just too much. Too much. I feel like no one, anyone in the trade pre-market here had a nice bounce off New York overnight. So one thing also, I assume, I always use the yesterday's New York view up. Let's turn that one on. We're obviously clearly above it. Actually held it overnight quite nicely. But even a start of week view up, again, we're going to be above it. We're at new highs. But a start of week is just below that one as well. Still don't know what color I want to make that one. I guess yellow. I don't really use a news view up too much. But we're above everything. Nice view up alignment. Is there anything to like catch us? Let's go to the 1 hour just so we could see some more. I mean, we're still way down here. All-time highs up here. We're down here. But like what's like where we're at now is like back here. And there's also like that lower high up here. That low, like there's just a bunch of lower highs to our left that if we could just keep taking them out slowly but surely. Because what I do like, and I didn't call it on the day, I don't think, but like this is just clearly very bearish. Every day was like almost bearish or flat. That's like easier to be a seller. I think you guys could all agree. And you guys probably shorted it more times than not in the past 3 weeks or even a month. New lower low. But then it was like 2 or 3 days where we didn't get a lower low. We got these 2 bullish days, a bearish day, bullish. This was last week, right? But finally, we kind of slowed on the lower lows and potentially made some higher highs, higher lows, right? Like this. Now we're starting to create the bullish trend again of higher highs and higher lows, where this one was clearly lower highs and lower lows. Don't fight that bearish sentiment. But since that low was set in on the 13th, it's been some higher highs and higher lows. So hopefully we can continue this and I can find nice longs on stream and just continually on stream this week, next week. So I think it's not too crazy to say you want to be a buyer, where it could have been crazy a few weeks ago because it's like, well, it could be the day it turns around, but I don't want to just get steamrolled thinking this is going to be the time it pops and then it just keeps going lower. Okay, let's go higher now. Just keeps going lower. So rather than catching the falling knife, just ride that bearish wave. Now the bearish wave has ended short term, right? Of course, this could still turn back around and be a deep lower high from back here, of course. But for right now, being a day trader, looking at today and yesterday and last week or whatever, longs are looking good. So we'll keep on looking for longs until told otherwise. I'm going to be long or cash. Because even if we break below all these view ups today, we'll be above the start of week. So I can't really be a bear until like the 90s. I don't hope we go to the 90s today. It's only 40 points, but let's be bullish. So hopefully I'll see you guys on stream in about 10 minutes. Austin's going to fire it up. We'll be on there for about an hour and a half. Zach will come on at 11 a.m. So we got about 2.5, 3 hours of streams today, tomorrow, Thursday. Friday we'll have a shorter stream because we're all going to have such good weeks, Monday through Thursday. We don't need to trade late on a Friday. Let's make our money at the open, let the initial balance set, and let's get out of here on a Friday because we don't want to trade all day after trading all week. But it's good to be back at the normal desk, the normal routine, normal schedule, normal everything, rather than we all know what happened last week. So let's make some money this week. Let's have a good week. If you ever have any questions on ASVX TV, of course, you could join the streams and just ask, but you can always feel free to DM me, reach out on the streams, the courses, Tradeify, Edgeful, anything. I'm right here, dog. I'm right here. You could always drop a message and I'll respond. Unless you say some weird shit. Then probably not. Is this real or no? I guess so. This whole Tesla shit is so stupid. So stupid. Peter Griffin. Let's see. Let me give you an inside scoop to Edgeful real quick. ICT opening retracement. That's that midnight price I'm talking about. So let's see. Based off of size, the more and more we just run up here. I think it was similar to yesterday because yesterday had a nice healthy move. Midnight's way down here. Only 25 points, but 0.42%. You guys all see that? So 0.42%. Let's filter it based off of size. 0.42. When we open above, oh shit. When we open above 14% of the time, is it retraced down to there? But what are we getting that number from? 1 for 7? It's 1 for 7. 1 for its last 7. What time frame is that on? That's the last 6 months. Damn. We've only opened above it 7 times this distance, like 25 points. I guess so. Or 0.4%. How about a year? Just to get some more data. So in the past year, 41%. Okay. 7 for 17. A little bit better, but still not very likely that we'd come all the way back down to test these initial lows of day, which is good. Good sign for the long. So even if we do see some bearish, you could almost like it even more because we know probably doesn't want to keep going all the way down to here. But if we can find some longs off this overnight VWAP, catch the pullback, that'd be great. Be off yesterday's high as well. We'll all be done by noon. We'll take the day off. We'll go play golf, and we'll come back tomorrow and do it all again. That would be a picture-perfect day. I don't think anyone's opposed to that, no? And, of course, some people will keep on trading after that and get back the win. That's not on me. But, yeah, we'll see what wants to happen. They both line up pretty bullish here. How's YM? Just the same. Is this the turnaround? And everyone should know. It's been quite a while. I feel like almost a week. But the contract rollover, all these are on the June contract. So the micro is MES, M, and same with NQ. M is the June contract. So make sure you're rolled over that and not still in the March ones. Being that we're almost done with March. I think it's like a week and a half, 2 weeks probably till the Masters, right? It's like April 7th or something. So not this weekend. Next weekend? Damn. Is it? I think it probably is. That's sick. One of these years I'm going to go to Augusta. And you guys can come if you want. I think that'd be sick. To go to the Masters. Wow. Just something in the air there. And is it there that the concessions are really expensive or really cheap? I think they're really cheap. Because there's no need to price it up. Why would that be? I know I'm on the right path. I think it's Augusta. I'm pretty sure it's Augusta. It could be reversed, but there's no commercials for the Masters. But that would mean there's like no money coming in. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure the concessions are like reasonable. Like everything is, the food is very cheap, but I think the shop, if you want to like get clothes, they'll rail you, as they should, because they know you'll buy it. But I'm pretty sure the food is like regular. So if you get like a ticket, it's not like you're spending thousands of dollars on food. I think that's right. Ronaldo, that was me yesterday after making 300, end up minus 250. There you go. That's the difference between payouts and not payouts. Being up on the day, staying up on the day. Giving back gains, you just keep yourself in the hamster wheel. I mean, you don't even need to like set a clear target. I almost look at it as whatever I make on that first trade is almost like it's my fault because of the risk I put on, right? So like let's say this first trade makes $500. Oh, that's not enough. Well, you put that risk on. So if that wasn't enough, why'd you risk that much? That little. That if you want to make more, then you should have risked more. But that's also a careful subject. Don't just risk more because you want to make more. Because you got to be willing to lose more as well if you want to make more. So if like being up 300 isn't enough for you, well then maybe you could size up. But then you have to be willing to lose 500, right? But like many times when I win that first trade, I'm content on leaving for the day because that was enough for me. Of like I put on good risk. I don't really test like C setups of like, oh, I'll put like $200 on, see what happens. It's like, no, I want this to be my best setup, good size, good risk. If it wins, I make $600 and I'll call it a day. But like if I win $600, I'm like, that's not enough. Let's keep going. Well, it's like, well, that's in your head of not being enough. You're just being greedy. I can't be wanting to make $2,000 a day if I'm not willing to like lose $2,000 in a day, right? So like I wouldn't want to lose more than 700 in a trade. So if I make 700 in a trade, I'm like, beautiful, job is done. Stack them all, right? Of course, this month is a little swayed because this isn't completely true, but all these small little green days, they all add up to 5.2K. But like on the day to day, it feels very small when you only leave after making 256 or $6. But you stack it to other good days. Holy shit. But again, there's a hidden minus 3,000. So it's a 2K month, 3K, 2K. But we still got a week. So we'll make that shit back. Yeah, I'm looking to close $200 days in order to get my payout. Well, then there you go. You were up 300. So it's almost like you got what you wanted. And now, like, I don't want to say like a waste, but like the goal was to make $200 a day, I guess, to get that payout, right? Well, then you actually lost money. So like that day doesn't count towards the making $200 a day. So you got to go do it again anyways. You know, so it's like you had it, you let it go, which is fine. You'll bounce back. But yeah. But I appreciate everyone tuning in. Let's all go over to AceFX TV. We're going to fire that up in a minute here. 60 seconds. So if you need a link to that, it's always down below. You always find in the links in bio. Just AceFX TV. Here we go. We're starting up. But I appreciate everyone tuning in here. Make sure you use code Evan if you want to join us here in a couple minutes and start your free trial. Hopefully I'll see you guys the rest of the week. We'll do these pre-market streams again, probably Thursday. Maybe I'll surprise you guys again tomorrow with it. But if not, we'll do it on Thursday. So I appreciate your time. Let's all have a great week, a great day. Let's make some money here at the Open. And let me know if you need me. Let's have a great week. Appreciate you all.